We're back. CRONOS holders, crypto.com investors. The fight is not over. We're still here. And I'm so proud to call you guys the CRONOS Army. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another Sunday Night Live, where today obviously is one that everybody's going to remember because it's calling on every single one of us, the CRONOS investors. And one thing that we've learned so far is that we need to stand together, strong, collaborate, and help each other out. And that is why in this special live, surprise everybody, I have with us Crypto Kid from the Crypto Report. And him and I, we're going to do a magic flavor on you. You're seeing the price of crypto.com right now. You're seeing the price of Tectonic right now. You're seeing the price of MMF right now. You're seeing the price of a lot of things. And CEO of crypto.com just replied to all that massive and disgusting FUD. But we'll see who wins at the end of the day, everybody. For what I know, everything points in the direction that we're going to come back. I told you guys in many of my videos, if you cannot withstand this FUD, here it is. You're more than welcome. Take it out, send it, get out to exchanges. You're more than welcome to do whatever you want, my friends. But in my case, I'm going to see that full report. I'm going to see what they're saying, and I'm going to continue heading strong. Don't forget to smash your like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells for yours truly. And please, the Crypto Report. There's the links down below. Crypto Kid, what is going on, my friend? Welcome, bro.
Oscar, good to be back. Good to be back. What a tough week. Oh my gosh. Nobody saw this thing coming. Shout out to the CRONOS Army, CRONOS holders. I hope you guys are staying sane out there, staying safe. I know there's a lot of chaos, but, well said, Oscar. Just good to be back, man. But, I was saying it on my channel too. At this point, I'm holding strong for the record. We're just going along business as usual. And we're just watching all this FUD unfold, reporting on it as it comes out. I've been watching you do the same. It's just been one story after another of panic, of fear, of doubt, from every direction. Doesn't it feel like that? Doesn't it seem like everybody's talking about this right now?
Yes, my friend, it is what it is. Let me tell you, I woke up today and I was like, okay, we need some answers, right? And I don't work for crypto.com. I just wanted to see something from the CEO. I wanted to see something from the CEO. And well, now that you mentioned, let me go ahead and move us to Twitter. But you're seeing right now on the screen, brothers and sisters, 5.9. So the price of crypto.com, just want to touch the price a little bit, bro. It's went to 6.9, which it was really good. Or I mean, it went really earlier right now, and then it's kind of moving down. So what I'm seeing right here is that in 24 hours we're seeing some bull traps along the way, and it is what it is. Now, to your comment, we're seeing right now on the screen what Chris, the CEO, has replied. And it's crazy, but I'm happy that he gave some clarifications. And I want to go to them in just a minute. But yes, brother, crazy stuff.
It's crazy. It's out of control. You know what? So we were talking, we came on your channel, I think it was about maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that, possibly 3. And, we were all looking towards November, December. We were hopeful. We were feeling good. We were feeling strong. We saw typically a November, December rally for crypto. We've been through this bear market for a year plus. We're getting closer to that Bitcoin halving. I know there was some bullish narratives going on and we were feeling good. And then boom, black swan event. FTX kills us, man. Kills us. Not just us as the CRONOS Army. Smash up a like button, CRONOS Army. But, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything's down. Those are holding a little stronger, but every altcoin you look at, every exchange token is down. Binance is maybe the exception, for obvious reasons. CZ's looking strong, making some strong plays right now. But, this is crazy. What do you think? I mean, are we close to the bottom here? Do you think we're close to the bottom of this bear market, or do you think we've just got started with this bear market? Where do you think we're at, Oscar?
Here's the deal with that beautiful question, which I mean, what I spent the entire day of today going through so many different Twitter spaces, listening to the leaders, Charles Hoskinson, CEO of Ripple, CC, and many different players. And what I mean, the crypto bottom, bro, that of course hurts, and nobody knows. I cannot really tell you with precision, but what just occurred with FTX is putting us backwards. It's moving us years down the road, because what we need to understand is that people, institutions, they are fearful right now. And obviously, Cardano did not create a problem. Bitcoin did not create a problem. Ethereum did not create a problem. Crypto.com did not create a problem. It's just one bad actor that is messing with everything with the crypto exchanges because of the lack of honesty and transparency. So many different players and leaders across the globe in the United States, Scaramucci, and even the one of the sharks and more people, and Tom Brady, like trusting the brand. But we know halving is coming in 2024 with what just occurred. There's a possibility that the price top, it may not come in late 2023 or 2024 just because of this and people not wanting to put money on the table.
Yep. No, that's well said. I mean, I definitely see, and we all see here right now, this fear going on right now in the community. Like, for example, I was looking in the chat here. Somebody asked, Paul Murray, shout out to you. I see your question there. Why do they have so much Shiba in their reserve? I mean, it's a great question, Paul, and that's been talked about a lot. Why does Crypto.com have so much Shiba in the reserve? And it's a perfect example of some of this FUD, this fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And by the way, guys, FUD does not mean fake news, fake things, right? It just means fear, uncertainty, doubt. It causes panic, right? FUD can be detrimental. FUD can be meaningless. There's been a lot of FUD lately, and I believe that the Shiba story, for example, is meaningless. It's not a very bearish thing for Crypto.com. And here's what I'll say about it. Shiba Inu, the reason they're holding 20% of the reserves in Shiba Inu is because simply the users on the platform want Shiba Inu. So they're just holding as many Shiba Inu tokens as the community wants. My partner Black Sea did a great video yesterday morning where he talked a little bit about that. That's just what it is right now. You want to make sure that the exchange has one-to-one reserves. Crypto.com has that. Big thumbs up there. Smash up the like button for one-to-one reserves. Not doing the crazy leverage that FTX was doing that got them in this position in the first place. But that's the story on the Shiba Inu thing. But this is so FUD. This is just crazy. And yes, FUD does not mean fake, but it's getting a little excessive, right? That being said, this transaction we heard about today, that's a real story too, but what's the scoop there? And I think that's where people are getting a little concerned, a little confused, and panic is starting when it's like, whoa, let's take a step back. Let's assess this. What's your take on this whole transaction that happened today? This $500 million transaction that Crypto.com accidentally, or maybe some people are saying it's not an accident, to Gate.io. What are your thoughts on that whole situation, Oscar?
Great question. And that's what pretty much carries the entire FUD. Let me tell you. So FTX collapses. And I mean, we are starting to find the ramifications of the impact. Alameda Research, like just 24, 36 hours ago, Alameda Research and this lady and the memes and stuff. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Crypto.com 9 cents, everybody chilling. But as soon as the proof of reserve starts to come out, because that's what they've said, right? Proof of reserves for Binance, proof of reserves for Crypto.com, proof of reserves. As soon as the proof of reserves comes and they see 20% Shiba Inu, it's positive and negative, because they're like, wait, how in the world do you have 20% of, and I'm showing you right now to my screen exactly what it is. I mean, we already went through that and you did a great job, but they caught up the 400 million sent by mistake. And that is all the FUD has been talked about. Plus, I've been seeing Mr. Whale, whatever, on Twitter that is, kind of trying to get, they're trying to get more, stirring up the community with all these type of comments and information. I value facts. If those are facts, bring them on the table. If they're FUD, then we'll see at the end of the day. But this transfers, I'm going to read it because I think that's the most factual base that we need, right? Here it is, period. That is all there is to it. That's what he said 14 hours ago. But this is what you said 2 hours ago that I want to actually read and see what's happening. This is false. Withdrawals are working as usual, other than that SRM and Ray FTX tokens and Gala security incidents from last week. Now, he went on saying, probably also worth adding that Coinbase has 15 million stock at FTX for exactly the same reason. Some tokens related to FTX, crypto Twitter called Samstone, only have decent order book liquidity. So the point of this story with this is that it was a mistake that it should have never been happening for crypto.com. Obviously, they're in a hot seat for that, and just with that little window for FUD, they're taking it as a great opportunity. I would love to see that never happen again, but I understand what he said when he just said, you know what, that's why we put some measures to prevent it back in October, because it happened about 3 weeks ago. So I am not in the position of Chris and him. Based on his responses, he seems to be a little bit, I will say, seasoned and shaken. He's not like as a BF that he's just gonna be tweeting whatever and trying to get some beef with some other CEO leaders, right? Even though Binance, I'm gonna go to him. Even though Binance, and I'm like, really, CC, brother, I love you, CC, come on, you don't need this. But he was like, let's get some blood. Here it is. I'm gonna bring it to you. Where are you, brother? I'm here. If an exchange has to move large amounts of crypto before or after they demonstrate their wallet's address, it's a clear sign of problem. Stay away. So it's just penetrating. So I go to bed earlier today, late yesterday, then Watcher Guru tweets, and I see this, and you can see what time is it? November 13th, today at 1:11. I saw that, and I'm like, I better just go to sleep. I don't need this, and it's gonna get wild. And that kind of like piggyback into what I was saying at my most tweet ever. My most tweet ever came minutes before that. What did I say? Somebody has to stand for crypto.com. Somebody has to give the face. Now, do they need me? Of course they don't need me. But that someone is going to be me, Oscar Ramos in the flesh. So far, nothing makes me believe that Crow is insolvent, bankrupt, or dead. It's just a massive amount of FUD. That's pretty much it. So, and just look at the retweets, look at the likes. People understand that. So I want to know the proof of reserves. I want to see the liabilities. I want to see more. Yeah, of course. But having 7 days away from the World Cup, having all these massive plans ahead, the certifications and audits, I don't think they will risk that by doing stupid things behind the scenes.
Yep. You know what, Oscar? I'm totally with you. And we stand with you. We stand strong with this CRONOS army. It makes me sick. It makes me totally sick seeing all this FUD every single day for the past couple days. And even before this FTX fiasco, and now CZ with this tweet, if an exchange has to move large amounts of crypto before or after they demonstrate their wallet addresses, it's a clear sign of problems. Who is he talking about? Clearly, clear attack on crypto.com and Gate.io because of this story. And what's super crazy about it to me, Oscar, is there's a tweet CZ did earlier, a couple days ago, where he basically talked about how in the past, he never wanted to say anything bad about the competition. And then recently he's amending that and he's saying, oh, well, you know what? I think I have to speak about some of the competition. And even if it might be some quote, I mean, he says it in a tweet, quote, false alarms. Is it really a good thing, though, for the industry to tweet some false alarms, or is that going to cause panic? I just didn't love to see that. it didn't really feel good for the ecosystem. He says that he doesn't want other exchanges to collapse and that he never wanted FTX to collapse in the first place because clearly it's not good for crypto. It's not good for the crypto community. A lot of these YouTube influencers like you and me, some of the big ones out there, they don't want crypto exchanges to collapse, but yet they're FUDing crypto.com. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I understand it from Binance's perspective, right? If CZ can knock down some of his competition a little bit, maybe this is like a play for him. Maybe he's trying to get volume on his exchange, right? How does crypto.com make its money? Not because they're doing silly leverage and they're not leveraging customers' money and they're not being irresponsible like FTX. FTX was totally irresponsible. Crypto.com makes their money by fees, trading. They hold one-to-one reserves, like they've said. They do trading fees. Well, if a company like crypto.com does get kicked out because a big boy kind of knocks him down like CZ, well, where's the volume going to go? Probably to the other large exchange. That's Binance. He ends up a winner potentially. Now, with that being said, I'm not totally throwing CZ under the bus, because at the same time, FTX was a problem, right? I mean, we can totally agree that what they were doing was horrible. It was irresponsible. It was immature. The whole thing with the $10 million mansion, by the way, $35 million mansion, the 10 folks live, very strange. But this is a different story for crypto.com. But the fact that CZ, kind of tipped over the first domino here with this whole crash. I don't know if, how much you've been talking about this, but what I've noticed, and I haven't seen a lot of folks talking about this specifically, when you think about it, this FTX crash, and put aside that it was very, well-deserved for FTX to kind of get out. We need that bad player, that bad actor out. But CZ is the one that put out the tweet that said, I'm selling all my FTX tokens, which essentially caused the bank run here. And now there's more tweets coming out and he's attacking. What are your thoughts? I mean, I obviously Binance is a great token. They're so strong. If you hold Binance, smash up a like button. I think you've got a great investment. I think it's fantastic. I got some Binance tokens. I love Crow. But I don't like to see them competing like this and trying to knock each other down. And credit to Chris Marsliak, I don't see him attacking Binance. But what are your thoughts right now on CZ, on Binance, how he's approaching this? Is this good for crypto? Is he a hero for crypto, or is he turning into a bad guy, or is he doing what he needs to do and it comes across as maybe he's bad, but he's not? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think what you said was great. I mean, it's summarizing the like a part of the story really good. Look, if it wasn't for Binance, if it wasn't for CC, the growth in crypto in the world wouldn't be ready for a bull market. I mean, Binance, great company. I think what they've done is amazing. Same as crypto.com, same as Huobi, same as other different studs, right? It was just like a matter of time. When do we want to say the cancer is fatal, right? When do we want to say the problem is gonna be fatal? Like, and I think what CC did was great by saying, you know what, let's pull out, and created the whole massive thing. And in this case, which it revealed the problem FTX was. I seen CC live. I think he's the master guy, right? This tweets, this is just poking, but it has way more impact because of the high position and influence this person has. Obviously, he's not the bad guy. Obviously, he's going to be well, and Binance and his team is going to be well, and I wish Binance well. It's just that the ramifications of saying that, as we saw with FTX, kind of messes the whole thing, and now starts giving these expectations of FUD. But here's the big but, and I've been saying this. Okay, CC, watch your guru, meet Kevin too, Crypto King. BitBoy didn't say much, but he withdrew everything, and other people, and the Moon, the guy who I cannot even. But anyway, like, there's so many out there saying crypto.com, like throwing and punching very hard. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever, it's your deal, right? And I see some of the comments, they just want them out. So I love it. The reason why CRONOS holders, crypto.com investors, look, perfect opportunity. to know if crypto.com is worth our time. This is the opportunity to finally see, not in a bull market, not in a beautiful, amazing market where everything's trending. No, in this disgusting and nasty market with a bunch of failures and a bunch of things. And the reason why I'm showing this on the screen, because after that tweet, I do like what he's saying. Proof of reserves have to be live. Auditor, sufficient tests on breakdown validity, completeness, and accuracy. Assets and liabilities data have to be live and publicly available. We need to know what's going on with our money once we give it to them. Because otherwise, we're going to have another Celsius. We're going to have another FTX. And how you're going to have an amazing company thriving into peanuts in less than 72 hours. So if crypto exchanges, if this little, poking on tweets helps bring the best of us, I'm for it. I may not like it so much for the FUD. I may not like it so much because, why? Because if I go to the price, look at the price. Was his tweet helping on the price collapse? Probably, because you see CC. I mean, come on, CC. If CC says something about Facebook, Twitter, Elon, whatever, people are going to listen because it's CC, right? So he said that, of course, punching getIOCrypto.com. I get it. And now we are in the hot seat. CRONOS holders, we're in the hot seat. Let's show what we got because fortune favors the brave. That's what I think.
That's right, man. And this is the time, this is the bravest of the brave in crypto. Smash up the like button and leave a comment, guys. If you're buying the dip right now, shout out to my partner, Black Sea. And I'm a step behind you, brother. But on our channel, the Crypto Report, he did a video today. I think he's doing a video tonight. He's going to tell you guys 33,000 Crow he bought today. He is doubling down, tripling down. Guys, this is the opportunity to buy. Crypto.com, of course, but not just Crypto.com. Any crypto that you love, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it might be. If you love Cardano, if Solana got flooded, we'll see what happens with Solana. But, these are the times, guys, to be buying this dip. And so, maybe he did. CZ tipped over the first domino, and now we have this price action falling, right? And FTX collapses, and it causes more price action to fall. But maybe we have to thank him, right? Because why? Well, he gave us an excellent dip to buy, right? I mean, these prices are so cheap. Now, we got to make sure we get through this. We got to make sure we stay up to date with all these reports. By the way, we're doing that at the Crypto Report. Oscar's doing a fantastic job of reporting these news outbreaks as they come about. So good to be on this live stream with you, brother, today. Great point, by the way. These proof of reserves, I got to double down on this with you. Though it's bad that the prices are falling right now, the fact that there is a standard now being set. If you're a major cryptocurrency exchange, you need to show all the people that use your product, your platform, what your reserves are. You need to be responsible. You need to be transparent, and you need to prove it, or else we don't want to use your platform. If we knew what was going on with FTX, we never would have touched it. And by the way, the fact that none of us knew what was going on with FTX, people say the warning signs were there to a point. Absolutely. But the warning signs were not super strong. Like, nobody knew about the $35 million mansion for Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. Nobody knew about that. Somehow that was swept under the rug and it just wasn't transparent. And people said, oh, he wanted to give away all his money. He wore these old gym shoes, these old shirts. And then all of a sudden it comes out, he's in this $35 million mansion in the Bahamas, by the way, with 10 of his partners or what have you over in the Bahamas. Crazy. But this is a crazy time. We're really in a crazy time. And I do think that from this bad came some good, in that this transparency is coming forward. And I think it's going to be really good for the community. What's crazy to see, though, and this was mind blowing, because this whole story started unfolding, and that first tweet from CZ when he said he was going to sell all the FTX tokens, that was in early November. What's crazy, Oscar, and everybody's talking about the story right now, but I'm not seeing a lot of people point this out. Gate.io showed their proof of reserves on October 28th. So they showed their proof of reserves before Binance and before some of these other players. And a lot of people are saying that Crypto.com, and this is some of the FUD, and this is not proven. Some people are saying Crypto.com sent the 400,000 Ethereum, $500 million worth of Ethereum basically over to Gate.io so that they could screenshot it and use it as their proof of reserves. But that, I want to squash that rumor right now, because it turns out that they screenshotted their proof of reserves 2 days prior to crypto.com actually receiving those funds. And so that is an example of FUD that's actually not true, or at least that's what I'm seeing so far. So there's a lot of research to be doing. There's a lot of scary stories happening right now. But I do think that this is good. And if and when, and I believe when, I do believe that CRONOS is strong. I'm buying the dip, just like my partner Black Sea. I believe when we come out of this, we are going to be much, much stronger for it. And not only will we hit that dollar again one day, so long as we survive and I feel good, we're going to go higher, because this is the test of time. Just like you said, the bear markets are where we get tested. And I think, it's going to be good. Let me ask you something. How do you feel about this FTX situation? Is this news over? Is this conversation done? Do you think we're going to learn more about this, or do you think there's something else coming, or it's non-story, it's over, and we can forget about them now?
Brother, the Terra Luna story is not over, brother. Thank you for saying about the Gate. You appreciate that a lot. The Terra Luna, the Celsius, the BlockFi, and obviously the FTX story is not over, because guess who is about to enter the chat? The government of the United States with regulation.
It's true.
As something, it may be over for you two, may be over for some people watching, but I can smell blood and greed coming from Washington, Pennsylvania Avenue, because the press secretary already was speaking about it. So this 2022, besides just finishing the midterm elections, just finishing CPI data report, we're going to have another FOMC meeting, another CPI data report. 2023 is going, I'm predicting this. 2023 is going to be the crypto regulation year, period. That's it. Right now, the representatives that we got for government, Senate, and House are going to be making the laws for 2023. That's what they're going to do, because it's a hot ticket maybe for some people, and that's what they're going to be doing, right? So be ready, have your money ready, because next year may not have anything to do with the price, because they're going to be putting laws to, guys, we are going to see who will actually survive. And whoever is very quiet around the corner, not taking the heat right now, because crypto.com is taking the heat, and if crypto.com can't survive this, go back up, and Chris showing everybody what he has, I think we're going to be very well with this company, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, right? Because the regulation is not even here. The regulation, it's barely starting. So, no, brother, the answer to that question is absolutely not. The FTX story is barely beginning. They just got the SEC involved, so many offices at the federal level involved. No. This is just barely starting. It's just that we kind of want to turn the page to, when are we going up in the price? Well, I'm going to go ahead and see the price right now. And okay, the price of crypto.com now selling off really nice. This is what's happening, guys. You're watching it right now on the Oscar Ramos featuring Crypto Kev here with me, the Crypto Report. The price of CRONOS is dropping really nice and bad. Now, Oscar Ramos, should I sell? Should I buy? That's an answer for you. I cannot tell you yes or no, guys, right? But what I can tell you is I'm just looking at everything that they've been putting online. In 7-something days, they're going to have the World Cup. They're going to be the sponsor. So it doesn't make any sense. They just wanted to, you know what? 7 days, 4 days, 2 days before the World Cup. What if we just collapse the entire market because we suck? I don't think Chris had that idea. It's just this market, it is unforgiving. It is unforgiving. And I understand. It's fun. People want blood. And one of the things I wanted to say is, you're seeing right now on the screen, guys, Eric. He's the chief operating officer at crypto.com. And I was very crazy because I was kind of like, whoa, no way, because he liked 2 of my tweets. He still doesn't follow me. It's okay. But I asked him to be to come as a guest in the channel for sure to talk about crypto, because he just tweeted 49 minutes ago, good morning to our amazing community. You guys are the best. Everybody here watching, do you have any idea how expensive is a loaded lion? Have any idea how expensive is a MMF mat tree? Any idea a BBS miner mole? You guys are here in the channel. You tell me, my CRONOS chain holders. Like, I mean, CRONOS Play, CRONOS Chain 2, and Generation 3. Like, they're building a bunch of things. To me, I mean, I have no doubt that something good is going to come out of this. But we need to go through this hell. That's what I got for you, bro, in that one.
I'm with you. We're going to be going through it, Oscar. I agree. Unfortunately, the story with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried is just beginning. And I personally believe, I kind of didn't want to come out and say whether or not I thought this was going to happen, but I personally believe, and it's looking increasingly likely, that Sam Bankman-Fried is going to go to jail. And we'll see what else, prison, and we'll see what else happens. I mean, what he did was horrible, and here we stand. And I agree with you. I think that regulation's coming. I mean, you just said it. And here was a perfect example. I did this in a video the other day where I was talking about, and I'm sure you saw this, Oscar, where Mr. Wonderful, from Shark Tank, right? Kevin O'Leary came out on CNBC, and boy, oh boy, Oscar, they came at him. They came at him hard, man. And you know why? Because he had a huge investment. He had a huge investment in cryptocurrency. I was looking actually back, I think it's in May of this year, May of 2022. There was actually an article by CNBC came out announcing that Kevin O'Leary had 20% of his entire worth in cryptocurrency coins and companies. And one of those was actually FTX. So Kevin O'Leary is upset. He lost a lot of money. Now, he's a smart man. He was very well diversified. He wasn't only in FTX. And he loves crypto, and he still loves crypto, but he got wrecked and he lost all his funds, just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady lost all his funds. Everybody that worked at FTX lost their funds. The poor community, crypto community. Smash up the like button if you're staying strong, and maybe you had a little FTX. You get through the pain. We all did. I had a little bit of FTX too, and some had more than others. But Kevin O'Leary's upset, Oscar, and he said on that CNBC stream, he's ready to march down to Washington himself, and it is time. It is time for crypto regulation to happen, because we need to get these bad actors out of the space. Now, I want to be very, very clear here, because this is very important to say this properly. Do I love cryptocurrency regulation? Do I want them to tighten all the bolts and screws and come up with this very limiting regulatory structure that squashes projects or limits DeFi? No, of course. I do not want something that crushes us. I want crypto to be crypto. I want us to stay native and true to what cryptocurrency means and stands for. But we're going to have some sort of regulation. There's going to have to be something, but we got to do it right. So 2023 is going to be a very interesting year to not only see who survives, but who survives on the other side of the regulation specifically. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it all comes about. Do you feel good about regulation? Do you feel threatened about regulation? That being said.
Thank you for mentioning all of that. Wow, you bring a lot of value, bro. Appreciate that a lot, Crypto Kip. Look, I do have a little bit of an opinion here because of what happened when I was in Austin, Texas with Consensus, because I took a picture and I talked with 2 U.S. senators from Wisconsin and from New York, Gillibrand. Cynthia Lumens and Gillibrand. And they were added when it comes to regulation. And that was June of this year, and right now look at what's going on. All their Senate friends are gonna be like, what are you guys doing? People are losing money. That was before, well, that was a little after Terra Luna. So I would love to pick their brain and see. So guys, now that you're seeing, do you have any plans? Because obviously what has to happen, and if you remember, Charles Hoskinson was called to Washington to talk about crypto. SBF was also called to Washington to talk about crypto. Many different crypto leaders are called to Washington to speak on behalf of the industry. So that has to happen right now, more than ever. And because tomorrow there should be like another Twitter space where they invite even somebody from the government. Mike Mulvaney, that's what somebody said during the massive Twitter space we had earlier today. So regulation is going to look tight. Regulation, when it comes to regulation, of course, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an economics professor, I'm not a government official, but the only thing I can speak about is like everything that we have in the United States when it comes to regulation. Always the government wants to make it so strict that the flaws, the mistakes, the errors, the accidents are the least possible, and that can help or hurt the industry a lot. So we'll just have to see. We do not have strict regulation when it comes to crypto. Barely, they're getting up with the taxes. That's what they hire 87,000 IRS agents. The first thing they said, oh, we need regulation. Let's tax them. That's the first thing they want to do. Get their money, right? Of course, they want their money. But then later, oh yeah, let's help them. Cannot believe it. So that's the reality of crypto that we are right now. It's gonna take a while, man. And 2023, it's going to be, mark my words, the regulation year. Has to be. This year was election, was Democrats versus Republicans. It was all of that. Okay, that's over. What else? Biden. Yeah, what else? Crypto. Because, people are losing everything, and I'm sure that they're gonna be turning that to be a very important point in the coming elections. That's what I got, bro.
I agree. I think that we're coming into a presidential election. I think we just had this Senate and House race, right? It's, you saw it talked about then. You think it talked about a lot during the Senate and the House race. I agree. It's coming up. This presidential election, it's going to be talked about. Crypto is here to stay. That being said, some projects will not make it. That being said, not a popular topic, not a good question. Nobody loves this question, but I got to ask this question. Do you think there's a chance of an FTX 2.0 in terms of, do you think that this is a repeat of FTX? Do you think there's a chance that there could be, everybody's talking about it, a bank run on CRONOS? Do you think that this is something that's actually in the cards? Do you think there's a potential bank run in the picture for Gate.io? Some of these others, I think people are even FUDing Huboy Global. Do you think that this is in the cards? Do you think this is possible with all this FUD we're seeing?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, what happened with FTX is unique in a way that it was because of the leaked documents from Alameda Research, and no dumb, crooked exchange would just release it at the request of the crypto community, because if they knew they're doing bad, well, that's their dead. So we'll have to see which ones are the ones that are not doing it and question that. But immediately, Binance, 475,000 Bitcoin, they're rich, man, they're loaded. Then Crypto.com, a little bit. They're working on the full report. Now, that, okay, where is it? I want to see it. Like, don't take too long. Okay, you said it. Thank you for letting me know. Where is it? Give us updates. I want to know, because people right now, that's what they're demanding. And I get it. I'm with them, right? We want it soon. And I'm just posting, brother. Thank you for asking. Chris just retweeted once again 10 minutes ago. Take a look at this. Crypto.com wallet has transferred about 1 billion in USDT to decentraland in the past year, according to TraderWise. CEO Chris responded that exposure to FTX was less than 10 million, but he did not explain the transfer behavior of 1 billion. Here's the CEO answer. False. I explained in the thread that the funds were used to hedge customers' orders on our platform. Our total exposure to FTX was under 10 million. Glad you noticed that it was 1 billion over a period of a year, minuscule comparing to our crypto trading volumes. And he goes explaining once again. So everyone, I like this. of course, we gotta give the benefit of the doubt to the concerns and the questions, because we cannot take a CEO's response like 100%. I get it, but it's by their actions that we're gonna know if they're saying the truth or not. But if I go back to the price right now, it's like the price, whenever they tweet, it picks up a little bit. When they're quiet, it comes down, because it's pretty insane. But everything that I see so far, brother, you know when I'm gonna say, and I'm saying it to 600 plus people watching right now, and a lot of people follow me on this one right now, but you know when I'm gonna say, guys, alert, when I see them halt withdrawals. That is my landing, what is it? That is my line in the sand. That is it for me. As soon as I see I'm halting withdrawals, because they are already being exposed to a tremendous pressure when it comes to the sell-offs right now. 5 cents, that's the lowest almost ever for crypto.com. And nothing has been said on the exchange. Nothing they're saying. They're only replying to questions from the community in the best way I can see that. Period. So if I don't see that, withdrawing, pausing, or asking other exchanges for help, then that's it, right? That's my take. No, now I'm seeing one coming, which makes total sense, right? Isn't that waiting for halting on withdrawals too late? You're right, it's too late. Yeah, because I mean, if I wait for halting withdrawals, then I mean, I'm not gonna be able to withdraw anything, right? I get it, it's too late, but it's just like, we need to be vigilant right now, and that's what's happening, and I like it. The questions are coming at crypto.com, and so far they're responding this way. Like, there's a clear difference, in my opinion, the way they're responding their answers, and the way that FTX was responding, in a way that FTX was more defensive, in a way like, no, and oh, we're gonna sell BNB then, and whatever. I'm like, what? Like, what's happening here at crypto.com? Chris, those are the facts, and he's giving the information. So that's what I see. Like, I welcome all the questions possible, because this is a time when we test crypto.com, in my opinion. I want to see crypto.com come at it hard and see what they have. When we come back, it's going to be amazing.
I cannot wait for the comeback, but I'm with you. I do think it's going to be a little bit. You know, we got a lot to get through. We got a lot of regulation to come through. And you made a great point about, so glad you pulled up this tweet about the $10 million. I mean, guys, some people were saying that crypto.com and Chris Marsliak, they had, terrible exposure to FTX, and it's, going to be a big, they had $10 million for an exchange with billions of dollars. This is nothing. They sent $500 million of Ethereum to Gate.io. That is a big deal. The $10 million is nothing. And they even got the $500 million back. So they didn't even seem like they were sweating about that, right? And that's good stance to take, right? Because what do they want to do? With this story of $500 million they accidentally sent, crypto.com accidentally sent this to Gate.io. Do you want them to sit there and panic and apologize and say, oh, big mistake. Oh, we totally you don't want them to go, oh, we totally messed up. You want them to be strong. You want them to be confident. You want them to explain themselves. You want them to, oh, yeah, great question. Come on, what do you think? Is it fine? Is the FUD ridiculous? Are we going under? Let us know. Let us know. But they didn't have a lot of exposure to these guys, and it's something to keep in mind. Another thing I wanted to mention, that the reason that I do not believe that this is going to be an FTX 2.0, because what did we see with FTX, and why did FTX truly crash? Yes, there was some leaked Almada research documents that came out. That was part of it. There were people speculating that maybe they were possibly insolvent. That was part of it as well. But the real domino, we've talked about this, is CZ tweeting about how he was going to dump FTX. So let's talk about that a little bit more. How come he had so many FTX tokens? Well, the reason is because FTX was propped up by Sam Bankman-Fried and Binance in the first place. FTX would not have existed without Binance, period. It wouldn't have happened. And in the time where they got created, Binance was given, I think, $2 billion worth of FTT and BUSD tokens. And then, he came out, and Binance and CZ said, we're going to dump these tokens. I'm getting somewhere here. The reason I don't think this is the FTX 2.0 is for one simple reason. CZ and Binance don't have crypto.com tokens like the way that they did have FTX tokens, because they didn't partner up like that. It didn't happen. And so what I'm saying is CZ can't dump Crow in the way that he dumped FTX. Now, I'm not saying that CZ himself doesn't own, I don't know, millions of dollars of Crow. He certainly could. I don't really know. But you can see in the exchange, they don't sell Crow coins. They don't have Crow coins. You cannot buy crypto.com on Binance. They didn't want to offer their competitors token, but they did for FTX. So it's very, very interesting, and it's very, very good for us. Smash up the like button, guys. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to us at the Crypto Report. We'll keep you up to date with the facts here. But the fact of the matter is that we did not Binance does not have Crow coins, and they're not going to dump the token like they did FTX token. So that's something that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. I think that's a very important point to announce, because that's essentially the catalyst, in my opinion, for the actual bank run on FTX. So I don't think we're going to get a bank run on Crow coin because of that. Also, very important to note, what's another thing that stops us? And Oscar, I know it from these bank run scenarios. It's because we've got the CRONOS chain. We've got DeFi. We've got total value locked up. We've got, I think, $600 or $700 million worth of value locked up in the CRONOS chain. And it's a strong DeFi project still today. I think it's still at rank number 7, climbing. Well, Solana fell out of the rank. So I feel good. And then I also really want to comment really quick on Chris Marsliak. You were talking about, what is he supposed to say to this? And you were saying he looks strong. He looks confident, unlike Sam Bankman-Fried. He was kind of all over the place. He was bobbling. He was apologetic. I think that it's really unfair. I see a lot of people attacking Chris Marsliak right now and saying that they're upset that he's chalking it up to FUD. Well, that is really unfair, I think, because here's the story. He could say, oh, it's FUD. He could say, oh, we made a mistake. I'm sorry. He could say anything. He could say absolutely anything. And Oscar, I know you got to be with me on this. There's nothing that Chris Marsliak could say that would have turned this story into a good story. He couldn't have spun this anyway. He had to come out. He had to announce something. He didn't bumble over a bunch of apologies. He just came out and said what it is and explained himself, and he was going to get attacked regardless. But I think, it's a little nitpicky for people to say, oh, you can't chalk it up to FUD. FUD is FUD. FUD is real. FUD happens all the time. It's here. And honestly, that's what we're looking at. That's just what we're looking at right now. What do you think about that on Chris Marsliak, how he's poising himself right now?
Appreciate that, bro. Here's what I think. I've been following the Crypto.com CEO for a while now, since I started my Crypto.com journey. By the way, thank you for the kind donors, my friends. Welcome aboard. Just thank you very much. Thank you guys for your kind donors. I appreciate that a lot. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells for more info and to the Crypto Report, our guest, Crypto Kiv. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you guys like it too, please. Now, before I get to that one, just to recap, the price of crypto.com just did a 180 basically over the last 2 hours or so. The price pumped to a nice 6 cents, almost 7 cents, but it seems that it's just being manipulated and used for profit. Is that bad? No, because people are making money. You have to understand, those candlesticks mean that people are making money, right? It is what it is. Now, in the last couple of hours, we also heard from Chris, the crypto.com CEO, some responses. Everything that I've seen so far, it's okay. Like, I don't see any questionable tweets, questionable documents. It seems that the major things that people are trying to extrapolate, they're getting all the way up to the crypto.com heads, and they're replying to it. Obviously, I want to be open to all the evidence. I see some comments there like, these two guys are not open-minded. I mean, this is a CRONOS channel, and we are bullish on Crow, right? Obviously, that's kind of, we have our angle, preferably. But, hey, I want to know all the evidence. Like I said, you cannot handle the truth, you cannot handle the FUD. Here it is, brothers and sisters. Just leave. Like, you are not obliged. You're not forced to stay in a crypto.com exchange or whatever exchange. You can just leave. Do so if you cannot handle it, right? That is why Trust Wallet is pumping all the way to the moon right now. But to that question, well, let's go and talk to the tweet for this one. First, what I'm showing you right now on the screen is just kind of like a comparison, right? Because of the certifications they have, the operating licenses. And I like that. I mean, crypto.com, so many of them in some countries that is really difficult. And that's pretty much being led by the strategy of the CEO, which is Chris. Now, I'm going to go to his Twitter. Like, I've heard him speak live. I've heard him, go through different events. I've heard him just speak on behalf of this subject. And I remember this tweet on November 8th, Generation 3.0. From everything that I'm seeing right now with this CEO, that I don't know personally, but it kind of feels like after so many videos, he celebrates involvement and the reachability of the 1 billion potential new users, right? We just celebrated how many, bro? How many millions we just celebrated just a couple of weeks ago? 70 million. He wants 1 billion. That is a long stretch. But with Generation 3.0, with CRONOS 2.0, with CRONOS Play, with the Loaded Lions metaverse, and more stuff coming in, with a bull market, if in a bear market we're putting this type of building and nice assets for the entire community, I just wonder when the bull market, all of these capabilities are gonna come to fruition. That's the way I see it. So this person right now taking the role, from everything that I've seen, seems competent, that he's replying with the time that usually he doesn't reply that much. That's something people need to know. Chris doesn't reply that much. This is happening, and I'm sure that as the head of a major corporation in Singapore, which Singapore, this is hot. If you think it's hot here in the United States, forget it. You go out there, the other part of the world, this is getting crazy because FTX was global too. Imagine, right? So, and Terra Luna, just to say the least, dogecoin, right? So this year is so hot, and I'm sure that Chris, this is not Chris's first rodeo, in my opinion. If he can put everything together, make the community and the trust rise up, be more careful with all those withdrawals and transactions, because that was a flaw, that was a mistake. $400 million. I understand people are mad. That is not right. We do not need that. Plus, I don't know if you saw that, Crypto Kid, but there was somebody taking on behalf of Crypto.com account. I don't know if it was an FT or it was Crypto.com normal, that joined a space just because Elon Musk was there. And he was like, he was asked, oh, Crypto.com, there's FUD. You want to pitch on or say something? And they're like, oh, no, we just wanted to be on the live with Elon Musk. And I saw that, and I'm like, oh, dude, you just spotted the entire brand. No way. And obviously that's a little bit more of extra FUD. So yes, there are things that shouldn't have happened, right? They shouldn't have happened. They happen. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Face the facts and move on. Because if there's nothing that us, the holders, should be scared about because things are moving okay, then he is gonna have the confidence I am seeing right now from him on his Twitter account. That's what I got.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. And Oscar, I saw that, actually my partner, Black Sea, shout out to my homie partner on the channel, Black Sea at the Crypto Report, did a video the other day. I think the title of the video, if you want to check it out, is something along the lines of a missed opportunity for crypto.com. And what he's referring to is that exact stream that you were watching on Twitter, where there was an employee, like probably in the marketing department or something, nobody that seemed of importance. Maybe they were just sitting in to listen. They love Elon Musk. They were listening in. Well, unfortunately, they were kind of representing crypto.com. And like you said, he said, I just want to be here for Elon Musk. Well, my partner Black Sea called out, it would have been a great opportunity. It would have been such a good opportunity if that was Chris Marsliak, or if that was somebody else that could speak to know, hey, everything's okay. That is a potential missed opportunity. But at the same time, that's just somebody that, maybe, that was a mistake, right? They logged in and they wanted to watch the thing, and somebody called on them and they were like, I'm just here for Elon, so we can shrug that one off, right? But that's another thing that just adds to this train of FUD that we've got over and over and over again. And I want to go back to your point you had about regulation. Oscar, that's great. And actually specifically about like licenses in different countries. You were getting into this a little bit, and the fact of the matter is that crypto.com has done a much better job much better job getting the licenses. And I know you talk about this on your channel. I love you because of this. You do such a great job with the Crow information, man. You were talking about, I think just even today, how, you know, these licenses, guys, we've got so many, crypto.com's got so many more licenses, and they went and did their due diligence before they jumped into a country where Binance, you know, they're first to the table. They're huge. They're awesome. By the way, I see some people asking in the chat, should we sell our BNB? Don't sell your BNB. BNB is a strong token. Guys, we need to bring this community together. You know, I want Binance to get their licenses too. I don't want to FUD Binance. You know, I don't love what CZ is doing right now, but I get why he did it. I understand. But I think we need to bring this community together. You know, we're not just a CRONOS army. We got to be a crypto army, guys, because at the end of the day, you do not want Binance to fail. You don't want it. You don't want crypto.com to fail. You don't want Gate.io to fail. That's a good place to go get some meme coins if you like to gamble on a meme coin. You know, you don't want these exchanges to fail. You want them to succeed. And I really think, just like you got on the screen here, that these licenses for crypto.com are a fantastic advantage. We got to get through this mess. We got to get through this FUD. You know, we have a lot of problems right now with what's going on in the market. I'm just holding strong though. You know, to the comment that somebody had earlier, you know, that we were not open-minded. Look, we are, you know, Oscar and I, look, Oscar just said, you know, if they come out and they halt withdrawals, that's Oscar's line in the sand. I got to say, Oscar, personally, that's not my line in the sand. And I'll tell you why. Because I've seen this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty darn sure that we have seen some halts. I think even on Ethereum, we've seen halts on withdrawals for like Ethereum on crypto.com before, just in a time of frenzy and chaos. A lot of major exchanges, Coinbase has done it. FTX is, I mean, I think every major exchange at some point has halted withdrawals and trading, at least trading on a couple projects, just because of what's going on, chaos, panic. So to a point, you know, if they start halting withdrawals for an extended period of time and it, you know, becomes a real problem and like the price is crashing and nobody get their money out, and we kind of see something like, now that's, you know, then yes, that's the line for me, you know, but you know, if I see it right away, I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to panic. I don't want to panic. I want to hold these things. Frankly, like, you know, I'm willing to ride my CRONOS to the ground if that's what it takes, because at this point, you know, I believe in this project, and I believe that there's room for multiple exchanges. You know, we can't just have Binance. Binance is an exchange based out of China, very close with China and Chinese government. You think that the United States government wants only an exchange to control, only an exchange in China to control all crypto? Absolutely not. I think that the US has to back another exchange, because Binance is essentially backed by China. What exchange is the US going to back? Is it Coinbase? Is it Kraken? Is it, you know, is it, what's the other one by the Winklevoss twins? That other exchange by them, I can't even think of it right now, but that's another one. You know, what is it going to be? I think crypto.com could be the player. I think it's very popular in the United States, but again, you know, we got to get through this mess. We're definitely in a mess right now. Are you with me? I mean, like, anything can happen, right? It's crypto. We could go down, you know, more projects could die. Crypto.com could die. I just personally don't believe it will. I'm just feeling strong. You know, I just feel strong. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Oscar?
Alrighty, brother. It was Gemini. Gemini is the one who is owned by them. And second, because I heard this personally from CC. CC Binance, they do not have a strong relationship with China. The reason why is because the Chinese government, I'm sure you know this, right? They have a really hostile situation with Bitcoin miners, and they want just power, right? So I was hearing him speak on it. Like, people say that we're Chinese exchange. They're actually not, right? That's kind of like where it started things, but they are being moving out, and because the government doesn't want them anymore. So that's kind of like what it is. But obviously that's kind of like what the background feels like. But I mean, Binance is a global company, and I wish them the best. Now I'm showing this on the screen, which are the certifications, and I can actually remember UK I did, South Korea I did, Canada I did, Cyprus I did, French I did, all of them. All of them I did, all of them. I made a video for each and every single one of them. And in each and every single one of them, my beautiful CRONOS holders watching, you know this, guys? It makes me go like this, because I adore this kind of improvement. These are the news that make my, make me go really wild. Not that the price is gonna be $1 or so, because that's long term, and that's why I'm buying Chronos right now. Look at the price, even going lower because of the FUD and people selling. I understand, but this to me is what people should be really funning about. Which, guess what? There's nothing you can FUD about on this one, because this is progress, right? And I want Binance to succeed. I want Crypto.com to succeed. I wanted FTX to succeed. That's why I bought some couple hundreds of dollars and I lost them all. Why? I found on Tuesday about the situation, withdrawals, everything was fine. I sold. I started withdrawing to my bank. 3 days went by, nothing. I couldn't recover. 3 days of sending, nothing. 72 hours trying to send from FTX to my bank, nothing. I lost those couple hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, oh, really? That was okay. Learn it. $300 is absolutely nothing. Those couple $100 is absolutely nothing to what people lost in Terra Luna, in FTX. And, I understand. It's fine. Move on for me. But we now, in this situation with Crypto.com, I have way more money, right? And of course, I'm a human being and I'm allowed to be questioning, right? Concerned. But that line in the sand for me has a limit, and that is now that line in the sand for me is to start panicking. Right now, I'm not panicking. I'm chill because of exactly the things that I'm showing right now on the screen, and all the audits in mid-August from Deloitte and where we're heading. That is what I think we are strong, steady, growing forward. When I go ahead and check out what the CEO and CEO are replying, to me, it's fine. And here's the Mr. Whale, what is funding everything, and it's okay. I mean, they can do as they please, but I can guarantee you all the tweets probably are gonna go, look, kind of like stirring up things, which if that's their due diligence, go for it, do as you please. But this is what's happening with some of these exchange or some of these anonymous accounts. That's what they like to do. They find fun on it, or they think that it's gonna prevail, whatever, right? But Bitcoin crashed from 69,000 to 17, Luna to 0, 3AC to 0, Celsius and Voigert bankrupt, FTX and FTT meltdown. We have gone through so much garbage in this year. It's insane. And obviously, what garbage wants is more blood on the streets. And the next one is called Crypto.com for them. And guess what? This might be your time to stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just can't I didn't see any of this coming, Oscar. I'll tell you, I just can't believe where we are. As we said in the beginning of this video, I was bullish. I was bullish November, December. I just thought, I wasn't bullish for a bullish continuation back to a bull market necessarily, but I thought we needed a little bit bear market relief rally. And here we are, we're back in the blood. The blood's in the streets. There's more buying opportunities. I've been buying the entire time. I'm going to keep buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Crocoin, but you're smart, man. We do have to have a line in the sand. You got to be able to consider, you got to be able to consider having your line in the sand, knowing when to throw in the towel, right? Because at some point that can happen, right? You got to be ready to announce, when it's time. And I'm not there. We'll keep you posted. But Oscar, thank you so much for having us on the channel. I mean, it's just so me and Black Sea, my partner at the Crypto Report, we're going to keep doing content, through this bear market, through the blood. We will not stop, and we will keep up to date with the most accurate reporting that we can do. I know you'll do the same. That's all I got for. I'm just so good to be with you here. Thanks for putting the link to our channel in the description down below. It's so good to be with you. I love your content. I love what you do for the community. Not only Chronos Army, and smash the like button, Chronos Army, stay on this live stream with Oscar. But for all of crypto, I love working with you, man. It's good to have a conversation with somebody else in the space. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Crypto Kid. I'm going to continue, guys. So sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. I want to say thank you, Crypto Report Code, for coming over. And man, we did it. And once it's over, you can, of course, go ahead and watch us once again. Have an amazing time, brother.
Hey, thanks, Oscar. See you, Chronos Army. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.
Family. Let me get everything ready. There you go, fam. There you go, fam. Hope you enjoyed this conversation, guys. Love to have some guests, of course. And let me go ahead and start talking how's Chronos doing too. Take a look at Chronos chain, guys. So, what a crazy one, guys. What a crazy one. What's happening, fam? Appreciate Crypto Report for coming in to the live. So here's the poll. Crypto.com is fine. FUD is ridiculous, 81%. And 18% is going under aboard. If that's what you believe, of course, it's up to you. So, guys. Nice. Crazy day so far. And I'm going to go ahead right now to Crypto Twitter and check the latest with you. But price is going lower for Crypto.com so far. What I've seen from the beginning of the day to right now, it's going lower. We can all see it. Is that concerning? I mean, you wouldn't want to see it lower, right? But it makes sense. Remember, right now it's night for us. It's morning for the other part of the world. So they're trading it. The FUD is continuously going. That's what it is. Blood attracts more blood. This is not going to stop, guys. So we'll have to continue looking at all the updates and seeing what they're going to say. And I'm expecting to see soon the proof of research from crypto.com. So let's check it out. Tectonic. Where are my Tectonic MMF VVS finance holders right now? Yep, we are very down, family. I checked my $500 investment and it's $299. It's not that bad, but yeah, right here. Shout out to the Tectonic fam, to the Chronos chain holders and everybody who's watching from that place. MMF down. Just wanna let me just chat for about Chronos chain for a couple of minutes, right? And then we continue. MMF super down. It's now 209. Even crypto, clear crypto is down. Tectonic 709. Oh, 709. It added 10 Tectonic. Yeah, because of people selling. Because of people selling, which makes sense. VVS down. Yeah, I mean everything, especially in the Chrono chain, is going really, really down right now. Now let's refresh this one for us and see what is happening. Appreciate it, fellas. Welcome aboard. Oh, wait. Bitcoin 15,000. Was it 16,000? It was well, I mean, it's 15,000 now. That's crazy. Yeah, 5.7. 28%. Yeah, I mean, even Terra Luna Classic is actually putting some lower numbers right now. It is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this for us. What to short now? I know, right? It is what it is. I just like it. Somebody has to stand for the Chronos army, and that's gonna be us, everyone. That's the idea. That's the idea. And thanks, shout out to all the people joining to the Twitter account, following. That's what we do, guys. That's what we do. Now here, I'm gonna go ahead and see if he has put, because he's replying right now. It's morning or afternoon for them. So the last one was this one, and he made some here that I want to kind of check even more with more further close inspection. So what is thanks for? The tweet was deleted by the author. Really? This is pretty crazy. Let's continue with this one. This was false. This is 3 hours ago. Tweet deleted by the author? Really? Why are you guys deleting this? Why are they doing this? Don't delete it. I want to see. The only ones that are this one, probably also worth adding, that Coinbase has 50 million stock at FTX. So Coinbase does have even more money stock at FTX for exactly the same reason. But people are not calling Coinbase, right? They want to just kind of target crypto.com right now. False. We have a minimal exposure to FTX under $10 million and only using in trading venue. Got it. To simplify for people who don't understand how hedging works in this scenario, we deposit USDC, use it to buy other coins on the exchange, and withdraw back our wallets. Yeah. It is what it is, fam. It is what it is. And I was seeing a lot of Twitter spaces right now going off because, oh, wait a second. We got some CC talks right now, and I want to see what he said. Trust wallet, your keys, your coins. Let me see. Oh, he's going to be speaking live at B20 in 20 minutes from Indonesia, pushing adoption a little harder. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but now you know, fam. We've seen at least 3 cases of users who shared their API key to the third party, Skyrex and 3 commas. So this is still continuously good, right? We're not just CEXs. We offer choices. Store your crypto yourself. Read this article I wrote 2 years ago. Trust Wallet. Seems that there's a connection with Binance and Trust Wallet. That's probably what they use, right, too? Yeah. Makes sense. But so far, I don't see crypto.com trending anymore, which is that's a positive. Now I just see Classy and Crypto King. What do we have here? All seems delicious so far. Nothing else. Oh, they're still here. The FTXI continues. More CEXX dead. People just want blood, man. People just want blood. What is this? It's the same guy. I mean, I was listening to these guys in the morning and they're still going. Let's see.
Theory, get a grip, mate. Right. Look, these people, right, are brought into the company, right? You should kick Theory out, right? Because he's just talking nonsense.
You should stop drinking, though. I'm just saying.
Guys, I think you both. It's a good discussion, guys. It's a good discussion, guys.
I'm just trying to make the debate interesting. Doughboy, I understand what you're saying.
I think it's a very worthwhile discussion, guys, because you guys are giving us the most clarity on the situation.
Look, it's a good, and you guys say I'm drinking, right? Look, listen, I'm Australian. I can drink all night and I can still talk 100%, right? And I understand this stuff. What I'm saying, right, is it's no different. You have customer service agents, right? You have people working in parts of this company that have no understanding of financial instruments or the way that these things are moved within markets. Right, what they're seeing, right, is they're seeing on the face value the same thing everyone else is seeing, right? They're seeing this company take out, right, the naming rights to stadiums. They're seeing this guy all over the news as some guy that's pledging money towards charity. They're seeing all these things, right? They're seeing a company go from 1 billion in revenue to being valued at 38 billion. What they think is when Sam comes to them and says, hey, I can give you stock at a 50% discount, what they're actually breaking that down to is not greed, like Theory says. That's sad to say, right? They're not breaking it down into greed. They're thinking this is an opportunity for their family, for their future. No different from people that were investing within this space. They're thinking this is a good opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't take any of these options because I'm a bit smarter than these people. But I feel sorry for them that people buried their wealth. Yeah.
No, right, we agree on that. We agree on that. They're also victims. I mean, they got lured into buying these things 100%. Themselves, right?
Yeah, and it's a worse.
But I still want to pick on what you said. Like, do you think, like, because you said like there's people who come on board, their girlfriends or somebody, and then the customer service. I mean, in my world, like there's a risk management stuff to be done there also, right? You're not gonna have like the risk manager or the compliance working with the trader, right? So, and if they're both boyfriends and girlfriend, like, do you think these things were going on in the company?
No, but look, did I ever say that either? No, I didn't, right? Like what happens, right, is like with any company, right? People are looking for customer service agents, right? They're looking for people that have experience within certain elements, right? No, they didn't miss, they didn't cross mingle, they didn't do any of these things. But when people were looking for jobs, and this company grew at a very quick rate, right? You've got to remember, from 2019 to 2021, they went from a $5 million raise to an $800 million raise at a $32 billion valuation. This is where you need to understand traditional finance, right? Within these spaces, you're looking for people that have talent. You're looking for people with experience, right? All of a sudden, recommendations and referrals come in to be able to push people through any sort of hiring process. So what I'm saying is, people that were brought into this were brought in under the assumption that this was a great company. This was people that were experiencing some great growth, some great career opportunities, and a company that was, skyrocketing to the top. So these people were very unaware of what was actually happening behind the scenes with the rehypothecation and the collateralization of FTT and all of these things. These individuals were no better off than retail investors, right? But the bad thing
I agree on that. That's why I came in here, is to say that I spoke to even directors from there, and I don't think everybody was aware. I actually think this is going to ruin their lives, and that's
yeah, 100%. And I can say from firsthand experience, there was maybe 6 people aware. Everybody else, there was no possible way for you to be aware because of the way that the infrastructure was created and the ability to be able to defraud checks and balances. Even the external auditor would not have known what was happening within this company. And I know that the external auditor made probably close to $1 billion within revenue from this company over the course of the period of 3 to 4 years, yet that external auditor never had access to the proper checks and balances and the actual what was floating around within the money. So I think theories claim to say that these people, all I'm saying is everybody's in the same boat. Whether you're a retail investor, you're an employee, everybody got fucking scammed. You can't say that somebody was greedy, right, and that's their downfall. That's a very poor understanding. You know what I mean?
think that's not what I meant.
Let's see. I've did a poll quickly, guys, just to see what the audience thinks, whether it was reckless or it was all intentional. And I have a feeling most people will vote. Let's see if anyone voted yet. It was glitched for me.
Hey, so we have to issue a correction very quickly
Okay.
here to some prior breaking news that came from Reuters about Hobie. Hobie has contacted us and informed us directly that they were separate from the entity that, so Hobie Technology, Reuters did not make this clear in their alerts initially here. So Hobie Technology is separate to Hobie Exchange. Hobie Technology is the one that was affected. So I've gone ahead and deleted the tweet, of course, once they let this know us. But of course, I'm updating the space here as well. Hobie will, of course, also make a statement just to make sure that everyone knows that they are separate entities. But just wanted to make that clarification as soon as we got that word.
Yeah, please. Can you quote retweet their statement and then put a tweet out saying reports by Reuters about Huobi blah 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 is inaccurate, as Huobi Technology, whatever it's called.
Well, the reports by Reuters were accurate. Technically, it's just that they didn't. It wasn't clear enough in the report.
Was
what they were talking
unclear about. They're unclear, etc. But I'll go to Piotr and Rob. Guys, I want to, before we move on, if you have a different point, and Matt, if we could just stick to the point. I'm actually curious to get more thoughts on this. It's a really good debate. How guilty? Was it intentional by Sam to do what he did? Or was it? Oh shit! There's 1,000 votes, and it's actually more split than I thought. I respect the audience. The audience seems to be objective. 68% said it was intentional, and 30% said he was reckless and fucked up. Which is a nice
I don't think
balance.
he was intentional to fuck his own company, but he was definitely aware that could happen, and he was definitely reckless and stupid. And he knew what he was doing. He's not a moron. He knows what collateral means,
By the way, Anon, I muted you, Anon, so you can unmute if you want to speak. Go ahead. Sorry, who was speaking?
Yeah,
that was me. I was saying, I mean, when you look at his investments, none of them on their face are necessarily that terrible. But when you combine all of those high-risk bets together, you kind of have to assume, at the very least, he was incompetent when it came to the amount of risk he put within his portfolio.
Yeah, 100%. What I'll say here is regardless of the outcome of whether he was aware or not, the fact is he crossed the line when he transferred customers' funds to cover Alameda. He should have let Alameda go broke, right? When 3AC and when Luna went broke, he should have let Alameda go insolvent, right? It's not a big thing within the industry to have a hedge fund or a trading desk go broke. It happens all the time. It's the normal.
Perfect, everybody. What I just did, it was just, looking, because before continuing, I wanted to know what else is transpiring for everyone. I wanted to know just what else is transpiring. Guess what? I cannot find anything. I cannot find any. I'm just replying to some fudders, right? They're now turning back to us. These people. But no FUD, bro. I'm happy, Crypto King. I'm happy, Crypto King. Learn. That's pretty cool. He replied to me with a I will. Let me show it to you. He knows. He's a content creator. He wants the views. He knows. Where is it? He knows. I tweeted something. He replied, but I'm sure it's not showing here. I just want to show it to you. Where is it? It was probably maybe this one. Yes, it was this one. Short-term crow will see a pain, but long-term will prevail. And I said, dude, you did a 180 degrees to change in less than 24 hours, man. I was like, dude, like first you say we're bankrupt pretty much, and you side with the FUD. And that's weird, man, because you have a good, strong following with the Terra Luna Classic. And man, what you do with Terra Luna Classic is great. I follow you for updates on Terra Luna Classic because you have a lot of knowledge. You have a validator, X, Y, and Z. Why you needed to go hard on the FUD with Crypto.com? Makes no sense, man. And everything that I'm seeing, but now he said, he said, I will. He said, I will. Very good. Very good. Good to call some people out. No, why not? Why not? If people want to call CRONOS out, we just got to poke the bear a little bit. Why not? There's more people coming in. The doc, there's the tectonic. So how you doing, guys? If you're watching, welcome. Happy to have you here in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and listen. This is our. Let's go ahead and join for a while.
It crashed, and it was like, wow, it looked like a golden. That position lost, bled out like 40%, right? And it was a great move. It ended up being a great move, but it was something I didn't want to do. But ultimately, I trusted, I did what was best for my finances, right? And I think that's what people need to understand. Don't have money in a protocol and try to invest in things if you have bills and you have credit cards and you have all these things.
These are small,
piling up.
These
right?
are small.
Make sure you take care of your bills and everything first.
For CRONOS holders that we stick together, man.
Into whatever
go ahead
you're
and follow
investing
these
into,
people.
the point where you never feel like you're panicking about something, or you never have to force a moonshot on the weekend, right? You can, I'm watching this with DCA and all the way down. I feel blessed to be able to buy. I thought it was great to buy a 10-cent crow. I thought it was awesome to buy a 9-cent crow. I thought it was great when I was buying a 28-cent crow. I love buying a 40-cent crow. Of course, I'm going to love buying a 6-cent crow, 5-cent crow. You know what I mean? Even more, right? And everyone else who was investing in crow should obviously think the same way.
Claw called this move in June, bro. We was on a space in June, and Claw called out a 5-cent crow in June. We are in November. He been saying
I concur. Dev Claw definitely knew.
Yeah. Well, yeah, lucky guess, man. Just seemed,
lucky.
Midterms, government shit coming up, just figured this was the time it was going to go down. Guess called it lucky.
Well, that's a good insight there too. Is keep in mind, we need the economy to bounce back too. So everybody should be comfortable with dollar cost averaging and doing kind of like a crab walk until we pop, right? So it's not all of a sudden trillions of dollars ain't just going to show up with an inflated market.
I looked back to the Carter administration. I compared it to that, and I compared it to 2008, and it's very similar to what's going on right now. And I figured it's going to follow pretty close to the same pattern, and it did.
Listen to this guy. I compared it to the Carter administration. I don't even think a lot of people even know what the
Fuck, I
hell
wasn't
that
even
is.
alive, my bad.
Yeah, well, you see, Jimmy Carter's happy.
Very good, very good. So that was a Tectonic fam. Shout out to them. So there you guys have it. When I move it, I always like to be on the right. Family, prices of CRONOS it's steady. I made a video, many videos. This is gonna be the last one, I promise. But this is just the beginning of a tough week. You know, we are ending a tough week for the market. It just happened to be a tough end of the week for crypto.com, which is okay. It happens to the best of us. But just I'm excited, you know, for what's to happen for the entire ecosystem. As of right now, I just went through Chris's Twitter, CEO's Twitter, crypto.com's Twitter, and many other people's Twitter. It all seems okay. It all seems that they're replying to comments. So I'm okay, right? So far, withdrawals are working as they should. So far, crypto.com seems fair and okay. So far, price looks down, but still around the 5 cents. Obviously, I'm going to clear everything, and I want to go ahead and move us to the week. Just check this out, everybody. Just check this massive garbage out. That's the price. I remember so much. 12 cents. 12 cents. November 7th. What happened in this week was FTX, the mess with the markets, the mess with everything else. The CPI data, elections, and all of that. That's what happened. So realistically speaking, there it is. There's the entire wombo combo. What happened is that we were chilling nice this summer, since June, chilling. But this, you know what this is called? This is called the bottom. Here's finally the bottom we all were waiting for. This is the bottom for many of us. We're now seeing prices. Look at the prices and how bad they go. I mean, guys, it's tough because how are you going to hold a token for long-term purposes if it does this, right? If it does this, pumping and dumping, then you're not making anything. But we know that the regulation, we know that the different market cycles, and we know that fear and FOMO does create this. So it will take longer because of what happened. It will take longer. I do believe we have way more green pastures ahead of us. I do believe that, guys. I don't think this is the end for crypto.com so far. Everything that I'm seeing so far for crypto.com is fair, straight to the point. And I'll be very happy to see the comeback with all of you, my fellow crypto.com holders. No, I'm not saying that that's the bottom. What I'm saying, that looks like the bottom. Like you guys, when we all wanted to see the bottom, when the price was at 12 cents, right? It was like, where's the bottom? Is this the bottom? Is this the bottom? Well, this could be the beginning, the end, the middle of the bottom. This is finally that bottom according to the price right now. Finally, we're starting to see some bottom answers, right? Nobody knows when the bottom is. Nobody knows when the last price is going to be moved. But even Bitcoin right now finally lowing, because yeah, it was at 16,000. Now it's been sold off. So just a mess completely. And the lowest price was 15,600 or so. Right now, 15,000, very close. It's bloody on the streets right now. It's bloody on the streets, and that's where I like to buy personally. And like I've said before, my fellas, if you want to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum number 2, and that's it. But wait. You are a CRONOS holder. You should be buying CRO. In times like this, I already bought CRO. I got my positions. They're staking right now. But in times like extreme fear, I always go with my Bitcoin because there's always a good time to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Ethereum, chill. And if I have some money, on my altcoins. And of course, that's going to be CRONOS. That's just the way I do things, right? That way, I know I'm always protected because it's Bitcoin. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Ah, baby. This has been an amazing journey so far. And this is my time to call it out. Family, my Twitter going right there with you. Tectonic fam, we're down. I'm still holding, baby. And lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto bubbles. Why not? Now, we may have more tweets. When I leave and later today. Welcome to welcome to crypto, right? But it's okay. For the day, it's enough for me. Here's Crow. Crow is one of it's pretty much the biggest loser right now. Crow. So we wanted to be the first in something, not necessarily in losing, but it is what it is. All right, family? It is what it is. That is what I have for you. To all my fellow CRONOS investors, Crypto.com holders, thank you very much for coming into the special live with Crypto Kiv. Thank you, Crypto Report, for coming into the channel. Everyone, what a blessing. Time for me to relax and finally enjoy. But thank you for coming to our classic live Sunday night live with Oscar Ramos. Smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells. A kiss and a hug to all my beautiful moderators right here helping me with the chat. I told you guys, the reason why you have mod is because you just demonstrated amazing support. And the only thing you need to help me out is with spam. The rest, I can handle it. Just spam, massive fake spam. But thank you guys for coming in. Wish you the best. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm tired. Time for me to recover. Tomorrow is Monday. Let's forget about this. Change the page and go. And finally enjoy. CRONOS holders. Fortune favors the brave. Peace.